Good evening, Bears. I just wanted to send out a quick reminder on our cellular phone policy that we have on campus. Just wanted to touch base because we have been instructing our staff here to crack down on that a little bit. So I thought it'd be a good idea to send out this reminder on what the policy is and kind of why we've enacted it. Because we've noticed that since we've had Thanksgiving break and we had the Christmas winter recess, and we're about to go into another week-long holiday with the President's break here in about a week or so. We've actually had students being more time away from school than they have in the last, I don't know, 20, 30 or 40 days. So, some of those old habits of just kind of sitting on their phone and hanging out and just being on the phones with their friends are kind of creeping back into the classroom, and we kind of need to nip that. So we are kind of cracking down on that. So I wanted to send a reminder out to the families on what our policies are. So just a quick reminder of why we're doing it. It's about student well-being and student engagement. There's a lot of research out there that talks about just the benefits of separating students and having them separating from their phones for a little while. And having them not be on them. It's for mental health reasons, for socialization reasons, and then obviously engagement in school. Students just do better when they are not on their phones because they're paying very more attention and being more engaged in their learning. So this is our policy. This is a board policy in MUHSD, so it's not just Merced High School. You can see it there. Board policy, the administrative regulation 5131 is where you can find that. So there will be a link later on, and we'll send out these slides. So if you want to click on that link and look up that policy, you can find it on our board policies. But it does say clearly in our rules that our cell phones should be turned off in class, except when used for a valid instructional reason given by the teacher. That does, at Merced High School, include headphones as well. That's a big thing that we see often when we're in class. The students will be on there. They'll have their headphones on. And as you guys know, with a lot of these headphones now, you can listen to and receive messages and things like that on your headphones. So we do ask them to put those away as well. So these are the steps. So what happens if if the teachers talk to you about it and you've been warned a couple times in class and you still aren't dealing with it, you're not putting it away, then these are kind of the steps. The first three, you're simply just asked to go report to IC and turn your phone in, and you pick it up at the end of the day. Parent will receive a phone call from Mr. Rhodes, the IC teacher. Moving past that, though, if it happens more than three times, then the stakes tend to rise a little bit as you go. On the fourth and fifth time, you may get an after-school detention, and then the parent will be asked to come down and pick up the phone as opposed to just releasing it to the teacher. Obviously, or to the student, excuse me. Obviously, we do want the kids to adjust their behavior. We don't want to just keep having the same problems over and over again. If it keeps happening and there's a step 6, then you see the addition of what was on step 4 and 5, and then the student will have to meet with one of our APs, one of our associate principals, and we'll have a conversation, probably set some goals or some sort of a plan to try to help the student stay off the phone during class time. And then at last, at step 7, if it goes there and beyond, then we'll start having conferences, because at that point we feel like it may be a bigger issue and we'll need to have a student study team with the parents and the teachers and the student present. So those are kind of the steps. Hopefully we don't get down those, and we don't find that we have too many students get down to that level of step, but it does happen occasionally, and obviously at that point there's an issue with the cell phone that we need to address. So just a couple things, and like I said, I'm going to send this out. These are a couple articles that just talk about some of the things that our kids are dealing with and the impact that cell phones have on them. And then again, this is the link to the board policies. You guys can click on that on the presentation. I'm going to send this presentation out. You guys will have access to it. But let us know if you have any questions or concerns about any of this. I know that we often have people who are worried, about their kids, and I need to be able to contact my students. We are not taking their phones away from them completely. We just want them to be put away during class time. So right now it's bell to bells, no cell is what the mantra is. So when the bell rings, the students should put their devices away. They have access to them between periods. They have access to them at lunch and at break time. And again, if there's an emergency and you need to call your student, it's during class time, just call down to the school, and we will make sure to get them out of class ASAP. So that's that. If you have any questions, let us know. You can respond to this parent square or give us a call. As always, stronger together. Thank you.